Hello everyone, welcome back to the video here on the Tasty Gobble channel, and today we are again on Team Fortress 2. We are talking about the hashtag fix TF2 situation and hashtag save TF2 situation. This is a bit of a follow-up to my last video. If you guys haven't watched that, I highly recommend watching it. But basically, just a short note, Valve has not been maintaining Team Fortress 2, a massive game for the video game industry. Huge class-based shooter that came out in 2007, has made a big impact. Even if you haven't played the game, it has definitely made an impact in the games that you play nowadays. They've not been maintaining it, whether it be no updates, no maintenance, lack of anti-cheat solutions. Come on, come over here, come over here, come over here. Dude, he's rolling me right now. But basically Valve hasn't done anything, and we started a movement in the 2020-2022 era called hashtag save TF2. A lot of news press came out because it was horrible. There were people mic spamming the chats and making their usernames very vulgar, lots of slurs, and Valve publicly responded by putting a tweet out saying, you know, we hear you, we're working on it, or something like that. Valve never did anything. I mean, they gave the game off to maybe a smaller studio, contracted them to maintain the game. The game has been maintained. I mean, we get some updates every now and then. We got 64-bit support recently. You know, we've gotten updates to the game, but they haven't addressed the main issue entirely, which has been the cheating bot situation. And it's not just the fact that there's cheaters on the game, it's the fact that these cheaters are a huge network of bots run by bot hosters that constantly talk about how they're gonna kill TF2, constantly try to bribe people to pay them money to keep their games from getting snipe shotted, or sorry, to get immunity specifically in those matches 24/7, especially if you get on late at night. The lobbies are just 100% bots. You can't play at all. And the worst part of it is, if you call them out and you're a big creator, you'll get doxxed, you'll get impersonated, you'll get DDoS, you'll get everything. You'll get everything. Literally all the worst things about being something like a streamer and a public celebrity. Just for talking about this horrible situation that has ruined this game that people have spent millions and millions of dollars on. Now, Valve has finally responded to hashtag fix TF2, but not publicly by putting out a tweet or a statement. They've actually taken action, which is amazing. If you guys have checked YouTube in the past 24 hours, looked up TF2, every hour there are small creators making hourly updates to the hashtag fix TF2 situation, because Valve did a ban wave of VAC bans, community bans, and game bans. Some of them were temporary, some of them went back and forth, giving some people a second chance and stuff. I'm not really sure what the whole situation is entirely, because we haven't gotten a public statement on what Valve is actually working on and what their plan is, but it seems like Valve is doing an ongoing effort, hourly, doing huge ban waves, trying to take down these networks of bots. Oh my gosh, he's getting heals. Oh my gosh. Actually taking down networks of bots, which is fantastic. And it seems like it's gonna keep going. I mean, we can't say this is a victory yet, because it's still an ongoing effort. Last time we did hashtag save TF2, Valve, you know, worked on it, and then they just stopped doing the ban waves. They did one big ban wave, one little purge, and then bots were back at it again. Right now, hourly, we're seeing constant updates of huge ban waves happening. Again, there's a bunch of small creators out there who are posting a bunch of videos regarding the situation, giving hourly updates. There's still some bots out there, but it looks like it's a lot better. And from what I've seen online from some people, Valve is currently working on a sort of system. I heard leaks of this years ago around hashtag save TF2, and even before then, the Valve was going to work on a prime status or something of that sort from CSGO/CS2 into Valve's Team Fortress 2, or prime matchmaking, I think it's called, where players have a ranking system. Whether you're more likely to be a cheater or you're more reputable, you'll be matched with players just of that sort. If this is true and Valve is actually working on this and it does come out, it's going to be a huge win for the Team Fortress 2 community. I still do think Valve needs to keep, you know, ongoing pushing at it, actually being public and vocal about it, talking about what they're actually doing at all times. And just, you know, keep going, because I don't think Valve understands. Yeah, they make money from this game, and yeah, they don't have to spend all their resources on it, because they're already such a highly profitable company. They don't need to make games, but they are a huge leader and changer in the gaming industry with such talented devs, and it's just going to waste by only putting money into Steam, maybe some CS2 updates on here and there, and maybe some Dota updates. But Valve has the ability to, you know, constantly change the gaming industry, and I think, you know, with their amazing developers that they have at Valve, they should keep pushing for it. And they have such a great IP here, Team Fortress 2. If they keep updating it and cleaning it up and, you know, refining it for 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, all the years beyond, this game is gonna live forever. It's crazy. There's such a dedicated community, and I bet if we didn't have such a huge gap in the creation of content for this game, in the words of official updates, if we had stopped the bot crisis much sooner, and if Valve didn't destroy the matchmaking system in the game, it'd still have even more players than it does right now. But, you know, Team Fortress 2 still has a very dedicated community of players. The IP specifically is huge, with, you know, Valve doing constant partnerships with other companies to add Team Fortress references. I mean, we literally got a Scout in Fall Guys, and Fall Guys is one of the biggest games during the COVID time, which is really awesome because, you know, Valve's IP of Team Fortress 2 is still valuable even if the players aren't as much as some other games out there. It's still a huge game. And personally, I know some of you are going to disagree. I think Valve should add quick play. That's not the controversial part. I think a lot of players who have been playing Team Fortress 2 for a long time will agree with that. There is that small subset of the community who will just get mad saying that, you know, you're dumb if you just don't know how to go through the community server browser. The community server browser is not intuitive at all, especially towards modern players. We've all been taught to, you know, use the official matchmaking system, use the automatic quick play system, but there is no good quick play system that automatically sorts through community servers and official servers anymore. So quick play would be really awesome to be baked into the game by Valve again, and work on it, make it, you know, smooth and streamlined, promote servers that, you know, match your criteria, just as Master Comms does. I'll be making a follow-up update onto how quick play is back in the game in a way, so stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you guys don't miss that video. But yeah, definitely that. Definitely cleaning up the game. We're already on 64-bit. Looks like Valve is actually trying somewhat with a better matchmaking system and a cheater filter system. But I think they can even, you know, bring it really back to consoles. Yes, it did come out on the 360 and PS3, but they could bring it back to the newer consoles. They could bring it back to the PS4, the Xbox One, the Series S and X, the PS5. This game has a lot of potential to, you know, keep growing and make it bigger, and honestly take on what Overwatch planned to do, which was supposedly kill TF2, but it never did. TF2 literally outlasted original Overwatch, and Overwatch 2 has been a PR nightmare with the constant BS that, you know, corporate greed has done to the Overwatch franchise. Yeah, I don't know. I think that Team Fortress 2, although I don't know every bit of lore, I don't actually have that many hours in the game. A lot of my hours are just the game sitting there, or me being like a 10 or 12-year-old and letting my game idle hours, because I thought it was cool at the time. I don't have that many hours in the game, like, realistically, but I have a lot of love and fascination for the game. I love everything Valve does when they actually make games and don't just worry about treadmill work, or just worry about how they don't need to publish this game because it's too much money for them and too much time and effort. You know, Valve makes amazing IPs. Team Fortress 2 is a fantastic IP to continue expanding on. I mean, whether it be smaller content, but they can bring it to other consoles. They can bring back the comics. They can bring back their own official films for it, and the game's gonna do amazing. It has so much further potential from where it is right now. Even though it's over 10 years old, it's still growing. So, you know, I'm here's hoping to Valve actually maintaining the game following this small bit of cheater ban wave. It took a lot of effort from the community, and I'm not anyone there trying to claim that I did anything. There was all these YouTubers, all these community server owners, all these content creators, and all the players who really pushed Valve during #SaveTF2 and continued to support the game even after Valve just blatantly ignored everyone, basically gave them the silent middle finger. Valve continued to push forward, and you know, the game is maybe finally gonna be fixed. Who knows? I really hope. I really hope the cheater situation is done because it sucks. There's so many like gaps of time where I don't play the game because I can't. It's because it's just cheaters everywhere. But yeah, let's hear for Valve for actually doing a bit of a ban wave, whoever it is at Valve that's actually working on this. And let's hope that maybe they continue to keep the cheaters off the game. Let's hope to maybe they can take legal action against the bot hosters who are literally doxing people, DDoSing people, and well, they're literally destroying public lobbies that are officially hosted on Valve servers. They should be, they should be taking action for that. Let's hope they do. Let's hope they maintain the game, and we just have to keep putting pressure on Valve to realize that there is a player base here, that we're not silent, that we're gonna keep pushing for the game to just get better. And we're not going to talk about my lack of skill here. But yeah, let's hope that we can keep pushing Valve, putting pressure to make sure that the game gets maintained. And who knows, maybe we will get bigger content updates again one day. Maybe the Master Comms, the update that fixes TF2's big issues gets added to the game. Let's see that maybe community updates make it back to the game. He just stood there. I think he just gave me, I should have done that. Oh my god. And so like, I don't know. I personally think the game would be great if they could bring it to crossplay. If they want to do comp and they actually want to fix the comp scene and the rank scene, which I don't know how that will do because there are smaller leagues that do it, but it's such a casual game in a way with its own like uniqueness. I don't know how they could make competitive work. Let's see, maybe they can make competitive work. Maybe they can bring it to crossplay. But I see so much potential in the Team Fortress 2 IP, and I know other people do too. I don't know. Sandbox or a Sandbox is coming out soon to, I think, a public playtest. Let's see if Valve can work with them to actually get TF2 Source 2 to actually be allowed on Sandbox. That'd be really cool. Let's see if Valve can actually work with some of these big mods out there and allow them to officially license TF2. Because things like Open Fortress and TF2 Classic and a lot of these mods should be allowed. It'd be awesome if they could come to the Steam marketplace officially. But yeah, I'm just really happy that something's actually happening. Again, keep putting pressure, support these smaller creators and these big creators who are pushing for TF2 to be in its best state that it could be. And let's see where Valve takes this, if they take it seriously or if they don't. But as long as we keep putting pressure on it, I do see TF2 getting a lot better permanently. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, and turn notifications. Again, I'm gonna be dropping a video talking about how quick play is in the game, and hopefully soon showing you how you can add quick play directly into your game. It's a whole thing. I couldn't figure it out. But if any of you do know how to, let me know, and I'll see if I can make a tutorial for those who actually watch me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the support on the last TF2 video. I know that support is for the movement, and I'm all for it. So please, keep pushing #FixTF2. Don't stop just because they did a few ban waves. Keep pushing it, and let's see if Valve actually takes it seriously this time. And let's hope we don't need to get the press on them. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next one. And hopefully the next one isn't a rant about how Valve isn't taking it seriously. And it's a video about praising Valve for fixing TF2. Bye, guys. Aw, man. Rest in peace.